I almost quit more times than I can count. Building something from scratch isn't easy. No one cares. No one notices. You work for months, years with zero results. I know exactly how that feels. But here's what I also know. If you don't quit, you win. Most people don't lose because they fail. They lose because they stop trying. For those who don't know me, my name is Lucen. I'm 18. I generated over $1 million in client revenue and became one of the top sales reps at a sales company out of hundreds of reps doing door-to-door sales. In this video, I want to help you or inspire you to get ahead of 99% of people. And I'm going to cover 3 things. Number 1, the biggest mistakes young entrepreneurs make. Number 2, why most people quit before their breakthrough. And number 3, the mindset shift that keep the top 1% in the game. Let's get straight into it. Number 1, the biggest mistake young entrepreneurs make. Steve Jobs once said, "Stay hungry, stay foolish." That's the key. Remaining a student no matter how much you think you know. When I first started, I thought I knew all the answers. I was confident, but I wasn't learning. That mindset slowed me down for years. It wasn't until I humbled myself and became obsessed with getting better that I saw real results and signed my first client. The biggest mistake young entrepreneurs make is thinking that they have it all figured out. The truth is, you don't. That might sound harsh, but it's actually a superpower, because the people who succeed are the people who stay students the longest, whether it's through reading books, finding mentors, asking better questions, making mistakes, and actually learning from them. The second you think you beat the game or you've arrived, that is when you've lost. The game isn't about being right, it's about getting better. Moving on to point 2. Why most people quit right before their breakthrough. Let me give you an example. Thomas Edison reportedly made 10,000 attempts before perfecting the light bulb. When asked about it, he said, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." I remember working on my first business, grinding for months with no results. I was exhausted, ready to give up, but I pushed through. 1 week after another, and suddenly something clicked, and I booked a sales call and closed my first client. Had I just quit a little earlier, I would have never seen that breakthrough. I used to believe that success was all about working hard, but then I worked 15-hour days and got nowhere. The reality is, hard work isn't enough. You have to work on the right things. You have to be consistent. But most importantly, you have to embrace the fact that you will want to give up. This is why 99% of people never make it. They give up before the work compounds. You might feel like you're in the middle of that right now. You feel stuck, like nothing's working. You've thought about quitting more times than you can count. That's good. That means you're exactly where you need to be, because most people quit right before their breakthrough. Number 3, the mindset shift that keeps the top 1% in the game. I'm a fan of basketball, so I'm going to give this example. Michael Jordan once said, "I've missed more than 9,000 shots in my career. I've lost almost 300 games. 26 times I've been trusted to take the game-winning shot and missed. I failed over and over and over again in my life. And that is why I succeed." Every successful entrepreneur I know has one thing in common. They just stayed in the game longer than everyone else. Next time you feel like quitting, which you will, ask yourself, if I quit today, where will I be in the next 5 years? And if I kept going, where would I be in the next 5 years? One of those features is better than the other, so choose it. No one is going to hand you success. No one is going to do the work for you, and that should excite you. That means you control everything. You control how hard you work. You control the skills you develop. You control whether you quit or keep going. You can either wait for someone to give you an opportunity, or you can create your own. If you really want to get ahead of 99% of people, do this. 1, learn obsessively and apply what you learn. Number 2, expect it to be hard and embrace the challenges. And number 3, keep going even when quitting feels easier. Unsuccessful people do easy things until they're hard. Successful people do hard things until they're easy. Most people quit. That's why most people never make it. You won't quit, and that's why you'll win. And that's a good self-reminder to myself as well. If any of this resonated with you at all, join my newsletter. I talk about sales, marketing, business, entrepreneurship, personal development, all this stuff that I'm really interested in. Also, on the screen somewhere, YouTube recommended you a video that they think you'll like from me. So go ahead and click that, and I will see you there.